Hi, good afternoon, good evening if you're in the UK. Doing a quick live for Molly McCann's second boxing fight ever versus Ebonie COTTON. Now, Molly, of course, is coming back to boxing from MMA. She is very popular. She was a very popular fighter in the UFC, um, hailing from Liverpool, same place as Paddy the Batty Pimblett. So Meatball Molly McCann is 1-0 with 1 KO in her pro boxing career. She has said that she wants to become a world champion within 8 fights. We just had the announcer, the Terminator-looking guy, announce both fighters. The women step to the center, touch gloves, and here we go. What do you guys think? You think McCann will knock her opponent out? Both women look quite athletic. Ebonie's coming out. They're both fighting out of orthodox stance. We only have 2 minutes for women's pro boxing rounds. That's a whole different story. Which organization? I don't know, but she's fighting on the Matchroom card on the Ben Whitaker undercard. This is the, they already finished the preliminary part. Ooh. Women standing both at the center of the ring. Nice quick jab there from Ebonie. Double jab, a little bit slower from Molly. Level change from Molly. Okay, Molly's throwing out probing jabs that are not intended to land. Nice little left body shot from Molly. She's now switched to southpaw. Not sure if she's going to continue to switch. Ebonie's keeping a nice high guard, trying to use her body shifting to work her way in behind a fast double jab. Rather tactical here. McCann's punches are falling a bit short at this point. McCann just missed with a big left to the head. Now she switched back to righty. So both women fighting out a righty now. McCann is getting tagged there by some of Ebonie's 1-2s. Another 1-2, the women fall in together and start grappling. Nice matador pushed aside by Molly McCann. Less than half a minute to go here. Nice parry level change by McCann, but Ebonie catches one of McCann's gloves. McCann's really looking to land her left hook, but so far she's fallen short. Again, McCann switches and then switches back to righty. McCann is getting caught by some of Ebonie's shots here. McCann, the good body shot attempt, I would give that first round to McCann. She landed the more accurate shots. Okay, couldn't quite understand what McCann's coach was telling her. I think he was saying something about getting going with the jab. I really wish the commentators wouldn't talk over the cornerman. Very focused Ebonie COTTON in the corner. Seems to be listening closely to what her coach is saying. What concerns me is both these coaches look like they're pretty young, like in their 30s. Anyways, I have a whole theory about that, but all right, here we go. Back at the action, round 2 scheduled for 6. Again, Ebonie's working hard behind the high double guard. Nice jab and jab straight right. McCann starts with a 2-3, switches to lefty. Switches back to righty. Trying to be a little crafty, a little bit, now back to lefty. Now, the one thing I don't really like about what McCann's doing is she's doing the pawing jab that a lot of MMA fighters do. Now she just landed her 3-2, 3-2. McCann switches back to righty. Okay, nice 2 uppercut, but she's still getting caught by Ebonie. Ebonie's just sticking to a jab right hand, and it's working. Another jab lands for Ebonie. Molly comes with a nice level change to avoid the next jab. But what I don't like, again, what I said I don't like about what Molly's doing is she's punching a foot in front of Ebonie just to eat up the airspace. That's an MMA. Oh, hang on. I'm so sorry, guys. I just got a very sad text from one of my friends. Okay, sorry, guys. Yeah, I just got some very sad news from a friend of mine. But in any case, so I just missed that round of the fight. I feel that Ebonie would likely won the, well, I think she definitely won the first 2. McCann might be finding a home for her left hook. It looks like that's what they're showing in the replays just now. So can Molly McCann pull ahead or even get a stoppage in the next few rounds here? Remember, these rounds go by quickly for women because it's 2 minutes of work, 1 minute of rest. So it's all action. You can't really, there's really no moments where you can take off during a 2-minute round. Okay, here we go. McCann's fight versus Ebonie Cotton. This is the 4th round, scheduled for 6. Again, Molly comes out, switching from righty to lefty. I think we can expect to see Molly just constantly switch back and forth. All right, Molly's still doing that jab that lands or doesn't land, a jab that stops 12 inches in front of her opponent's face. This time she puts a hard stick jab and leaves it out there. Ebonie is landing more volume. The question is, can Molly land perhaps one big hard shot? Oh, nice 1-2 from Molly there. Doesn't quite catch Ebonie clean, but that's the right idea. She threw some nice straight 1-2. I feel that Molly needs to start landing that jab. There she goes. Molly had a nice jab to the body. Cotton is staying very disciplined. Looks like there might be a cut opened up. Oh, a little grappling, and both women tumble to the canvas. Yeah, it looks like there's a cut on the forehead of Ebonie Cotton. The referee stops the action. Looks like it's in the hairline of Ebonie, so unfortunately for her, the blood is streaming down the middle of her face, but she nods to tell the ref she's fine. Okay, Molly just caught Ebonie with a nice left hook there, short left hook on the inside. This seems to be where Molly likes to do most of her work, is right on the inside. Well, I understand that constant switching makes sense for kickboxing and maybe MMA. It doesn't always make as much sense for boxing. Okay, nice level change and weave by Molly. Nice little angle cut there by Molly. Oh, Cotton's shoelace has come undone. The referee doesn't seem to have noticed it. That is reason to stop the action. Oh, it looks like he just did notice it. And the bell rings before he can really intervene about that. Now, Ebonie Cotton's corner should have taped the shoelaces before she even got in the ring. So that wouldn't happen. We learned to do that even in the amateurs. Okay, so now, of course, the cameraman zooms in on Ebonie's corner tying the shoelace. Now, here's the thing. Remember I said cornermen look like they're about 30? Okay, any veteran cornerman would not ever have their fighter, amateur or pro, step in the ring without putting the tape on the shoelaces on the shoes. That just tells me something about the ignorance or inexperience of Ebonie Cotton's corner. That's just a dead giveaway. Okay, now we just cut away to Two gentlemen warming up in the back. Here we go, 5th round, scheduled for 6. Molly McCann versus Ebonie COTTON. Okay. McCann just landed a nice little short left hook, and then she misses with a big wide left hook. The thing with McCann is she's not really throwing that jab to land with and do any damage. Just as I say that, of course, she throws out a stick to Ebonie's head. Okay, the 1-2 for McCann falls a little bit short. Oh, nice little right hook by Molly. What I like here about Molly is she's staying nice and nimble on her feet. I feel like McCann has made better use of angle changes and level changes than COTTON. Definitely something she developed in her kickboxing and MMA, the kickboxing aspect of her MMA game. Okay, a minute to go here in the 5th round. Credit to COTTON for sticking disciplined with her game plan, which seems to be mostly, like, keep going with that jab and to try to box behind that jab. Now COTTON's right hand is starting to get a little bit too wide. That's why she's missing with it. That tends to happen as a fight goes on and fighters get a little more tired. Oh, McCann nailed COTTON with a nice stinging jab there. McCann looking nice and nimble on her feet, moving around the ring. Less than 30 seconds to go here. COTTON's using a lot of upper body movement, but she needs to she needs to double up on that jab and get inside. So now we're going for a battle here. McCann's starting to open up with hard shots, and just as she does, of course, the round is over because it's only a 2-minute round. So here we go, coming up to the last round of this fight. Safe to say that the momentum has swung in McCann's favor. Yes, they're showing in the replay that McCann's left hook is landing well. I think she hurt Ebonie COTTON there at least once in that 5th round with that little left hook. Yeah, I don't know why the commentators insist on talking over the cornerman. All right, the women hug it up for the 6th and final round here. Nice jab lands for Molly McCann. She weaves under Ebonie's hook. Ebonie's trying to stay disciplined behind that high double guard, but she needs to double up on that jab and throw that right hand a little more straight in order to land, in order to be effective with it. See, right now Ebonie's throwing mostly single jabs, and then Molly's reacting off of that. Now, if Ebonie is going to stand toe-to-toe with McCann, that's what McCann wants. And that's where McCann does her best work. Nice level change by McCann. McCann still looking light on her feet, constantly switching stances. Uses a pawing jab and then opens up with hard shots. 2-3 from McCann. Ebonie has been reduced to throwing single shots at this point. Oh, McCann lands a nice short left hook there. COTTON leaves herself open when she's done throwing that combination. Another left hook lands for McCann. Oh, Molly's found a home for that. She's simply covering up and waiting for her shot with that left hook. Molly with 2 body shots and a left hook. Right hand of the body by Molly. Nice. Oh, and a nice uppercut from Molly. So Molly McCann finishing strong here. The women start to grapple a bit, fall into the ropes, and that's the fight. So I think it's pretty safe to say that Molly McCann gets this decision. Well, the commentators are already calling it as a win for Molly, saying that Cotton should be proud of herself in defeat. I don't like it that the commentators announce the result before the official results are announced. I think it's better to just be patient. Okay, we have the doctor checking Molly's pupils immediately after the fight while she's still in the corner. Okay, nice overhand right from Molly McCann landed also. They just showed that in the replay. All right, so we'll wait for the official announcement here. I expect that they give Molly at least 4 out of 6 rounds. Ebonie COTTON seems quite happy at the end of the fight. Big opportunity for her. This might be, I don't know how many times Cotton has been able to fight on DAZN, but she certainly got me to watch her. I wouldn't have normally been watching her fight. All right, if you're here, say hi. We just finished watching Molly McCann, Meatball Molly McCann, former UFC fighter, in her second pro fight ever, in a 6-rounder versus Ebonie COTTON. And from the looks of things, McCann probably earned herself, hi, how are you doing? Good to see you. Molly McCann probably earned herself her second win in the squared circle. Let's hear the official announcement. Right, good to see you, Mr. Singh.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of action here in Birmingham, we go to referee Ryan Churchill's scorecard and reads 58-56 for your winner. She's still undefeated.
58-56. I didn't quite understand what the announcer just said, but 58-56 means they gave her 4 rounds, and they gave Ebonie 2 rounds out of 6. So, well, good for her. She got the decision victory. I don't know if that was the same score across the board, or, I mean, it doesn't really matter. So, congratulations to Molly McCann. She won her second pro boxing fight ever. Yay. Oh, I'm glad you're glad she won. Yes, this is on the Whitaker-Gavazi undercard. Guys, I'm going to take a break because I'm not that interested in any of the other fights. I'll restart another live for the main event, which is Ben Whitaker versus Benjamin Gavazi. If you guys haven't done it yet, sign up for your free 3-day trial with DAZN. You do have to enter your credit card number, but then I'm planning on canceling my subscription immediately after this. So, yeah, you can, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the live, Sahib. Please do subscribe and hit the bell so you know when we are live for fights. I like to cover boxing and UFC. So we'll definitely be doing December 6th. Oh, thank you so much, Sahib. Totally appreciate it. We will definitely be doing December 6th, big card. Marab versus Peter Yan, the rematch. So yeah, so hope to see you on the next live, all right? So I'm going to go do a few other things, and I'll be back for the main event. Come on back, Ben Whitaker versus Benjamin Gavazi. That should be a fun fight. I'll see you soon.